I don't know how we ever had time to work. I really don't. Daddy is scheduling you for a bath next week. You need one. We're gonna have blueberry zucchini bread coming out our hoo-haws. But George, he's perfect, you know, so we won't tell him any different. There's dust everywhere. Half of it went up my nose. And hey guys, welcome back to the vlog this week. My name is Sonia. If you're new here, I'm married to George and we have two dogs, Maddie and Dexter, and you'll see them throughout the videos. We do a vlog every Saturday at 7 a.m. Central. This week, it's kind of a quiet little week. We just went to the farmer's market on Saturday and we bought a lot of vegetables. If you want to see that video, you can go back and watch that. This week, we're going to be doing a lot of cooking at home and using up those vegetables. Also, I need to find that formal dress that I need to wear. It's a black tie event, and we've talked a little bit about that. I have something picked out on Amazon in my cart that I am going to order, and I will show that to you here. All I can do is really try it on and see. You know, I'm not used to dressing up. I'm just not. And so this makes me really nervous. So I need to go ahead and try to get the dress. The event is toward the end of September. Some of you guys may be used to dressing up like that. I'm not. And so I'm really struggling with that. It's a fear, you know. I don't want to get there and look standoutish amongst everyone else. I don't want people to be whispering in the corner like she's underdressed or overdressed, and I'm picky anyway about the dress. I don't want a low cut. I don't want my back showing. I want my shoulders covered and all the things. And it's going to be end of September, so it might even be cool. Probably the main things we'll be doing this week is actually house cleaning. So there's just a lot of chores in the last, I would say, most of the summer that I have just been forwarding. It's like too complicated. Don't want to deal with that today. I just keep flipping it over on my calendar to another day. But this week, we're going to be meeting the challenges of getting those things done. This afternoon, I'm actually making blueberry zucchini bread. I've been wanting to make that for over a year. We did buy zucchini at the farmer's market, and I'm just really craving it. And Mom said she would really like to have some. I'm going to make that, and then also I'm going to make a squash casserole. And let's get to the week. Happy Sunday. It's almost August. And where did this year go? But let's get to it. How's my sweet girl? How's you sleeping? Is that what you're telling Mama? You telling Mama you want to play? Yes, you want to play with your squirrel. You want to play with your squirrel? She loves this squirrel. So good. Mama loves you. I'll give you a little sample of what I'm listening to, but I don't want to copyright, so it has to be quick. Sometimes I like to listen to jazz while I am in the kitchen. It's just relaxing. It's hard for me to actually watch a show and focus on a recipe, especially if I'm vlogging it too. So here we are. I have my shredded zucchini, and I'm actually using a recipe from Eating Well. It's called Blueberry Zucchini Bread by Pam Lawley. It was published in 2022, so you can go and look that recipe up if you would like. Unfortunately, I do not have the healthy flour. I've been meaning to buy it, but I don't do a lot of baking, so I haven't done it yet. So we're gonna go with what we have. I don't have unsalted butter either, but I think I have everything we need. So we're gonna get this done today, and I am doing it first because I can't wait to try it. And then I'm going to be making a squash casserole out of the Columbia Academy cookbook, which is CA. It was a private school. I actually went to that Christian school when I was in high school. So it's just called Cooking Adventures. I don't really think you can buy it anymore. I could be wrong. They may have an updated version, but I think that's sold out. It's just your basic squash casserole. This one was by Twilla Brazelton. So that's what I'm doing today. I am going to use this pan right here. I've already sprayed it down. It is ready to go. So I am going to try to freeze some of this, and I'm going to make as much as I can make with that much zucchini. Okay, so one thing you have to do is get the excess moisture out. And so I don't want to skip this process. So I put it in this big bottom tier cake pan, and I'm going to put paper towel over it and press. I have a paper towel on the bottom, and that way we don't want it to be all soggy. I don't know how important this is, but let's not mess ourselves up from the very beginning. It only called for 1 cup of zucchini, but I had 3 little zucchinis and I thought it would be maybe 2 cups, but it ended up making 4. I thought, well, I'll just make enough bread to use up the 4 cups that I shredded. So now I have used up nearly all the butter. I don't have enough brown sugar. I substituted for regular sugar. So we're gonna have to go back to the grocery store because we gotta cook the rest of the week. So I shredded the 4 cups, so we're gonna multiply the recipe times 4. Yeehaw! That's a lot of eggs. Oh, and I added cinnamon because I remember Mom had cinnamon, and I know that's a lot of cinnamon. I hope it works out. I just guessed. You guys are in the kitchen cabinet here, but because of this monstrous task that I've taken upon myself, I've had to divide it into bowls. All the ingredients are measured out, but I mean, as far as putting the zucchini mixture and the flour, mixing that in, I had to separate that out because it wouldn't all fit in one bowl. But you know, I think that's kind of what cooking and baking is all about, is just experimenting and figuring out what works. You know, instead of just sticking with the basic recipe and maybe putting the rest of the zucchini back and maybe doing something else with it, I just went ahead with, oh, it's no problem, we'll just multiply times 4. Holy cow. We're gonna have blueberry zucchini bread coming out our hoo-haws. Now I gotta put the blueberries in, and see, I had to do 2 bowls. All right, we'll see how this goes. I gotta add the blueberries now, and then we're ready to bake. Okay, so the smaller ones came out first, and they are supposed to be dark. It does have brown sugar and cinnamon in it. But for some reason they always came out dark. I remembered Mom's always came out dark. Also has blueberries in it. You can see one of the blueberries popping up right there. George and I split 2 of these already, fresh out of the oven, and they were divine. The fresh hot blueberries popping in there. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was 2 or 3, yeah, it's 3 medium-sized ones. They're a little bit bigger than this. And then 2 big ones that are still in the oven. There's the bigger ones. And those are going in the freezer. One of those big ones is going to be Mom's, and we'll just save another one for later. Homegrown tomatoes, or farm grown. We got those at the farmer's market. Okay, there's the squash casserole, and we have corn. We have broccoli that we needed to eat up, so we ate that with rice. We had that yesterday, so that's leftover. And then we have ham.
Cayenne.
I don't think I want any cayenne.
You have it though.
Yeah, I'm excited about the squash casserole. I hate to disturb you, baby, but I gotta get up and do stuff. You're so comfy. I love you. I love you. And I am starting this book later this afternoon. So I love me a good travel book. I think this is a true story. Got it for a good deal. So, but first, responsibility calls. You know you guys have it made, right? Dexter. What you doing, bud? Daddy is scheduling you for a bath next week. You need one. No, not Maddie. You gonna get a bath. Daddy is scheduling you for a blueberry facial. Okay, so for breakfast this morning, I'm having 2 good vanilla yogurt. I have a little bit of granola and walnuts and blackberries. So the goal is to eat this while I finish up the editing of this video. I need to do these last 8 minutes, then I need to rewatch the whole thing, do a few overlays, and then I will be through with this HR video and can get it posted. Today is Monday and it goes live on Wednesday, so that means I have to finish it today. Tomorrow I'll work on the thumbnail and getting it scheduled. So, and we're going to be gone a lot tomorrow. So today I have to get it done. Then I have to get on that thing right there. But at least I have some company. He's actually chasing a fly. I think we have 2 flies in the house, and he does catch them. Do you see one? Do you see one, buddy? He's probably following me and my yogurt. Hey, y'all. It is actually 3 p.m. And can you believe that I just now had my shower? And, of course, I think I told you guys I like to do these little masks about once a week or every 2 weeks, just to make my face feel good and to refresh it and quench it. And but this is by Glam Up, and this is the tea tree. When I worked, I honestly just didn't have time to take care of myself as well. I really like the Glam Up ones. They're easy to get out of the packet and they're sturdy. I've had some that were just really hard to get apart enough to be able to get it on your face. It may seem like I've been lazy to just have my shower at 3 p.m. But you know what? It's been exactly the opposite. I just haven't had time to take it yet. But I've actually been pretty busy. I mean, like I said, we woke up at 7. We took the dogs out, fed them, sat on the sofa, did our devotionals, and we actually got off on my devotional, which was talking about having salt in your language. And I asked George, I said, what does that mean in relation to that scripture about, I think it's in Colossians, y'all. I didn't know I was going to be sharing this. It just came to mind. So I don't have the verse right now. Okay, so we determined that to season your words with salt was to, when you talk with someone, you help preserve goodness. You're speaking words that are interesting, wise, and thought-provoking. Pure, you're speaking with kindness and grace. You're enhancing, not harming. You're being bold but kind and speaking the truth. You're letting your words reflect Jesus. You're adding flavor to the conversation, making it more interesting. And I wrote to the side that salt is a symbol of purity and faithfulness. And so to me, that kind of means when you interact with people that you're doing it in truth and purity, and you're preserving that relationship, and you're encouraging them, you're lifting them up, you're being inspirational, you're being reassuring. I mean, sometimes we just need to be reassured. You're also, introducing them to Jesus. We're being the light of the world in that way. So I thought that was a very good lesson. I've got my Instagram here, which you can't probably see very well, but my devotional that I'm doing, I'll put a picture of the book right here. It allows for you to write and journal on the side. And then we did World Bible School. World Bible School is taking about an hour to an hour and a half. So it's a blessing to be able to do that. But I think it was probably 10 o'clock when I got off of that and then edited the rest of my HR video. That's the second video. And that is uploading into YouTube right now. And I need for George and I to view that tonight just to make sure that that took okay and that there's not any mistakes in there. He catches my mistakes and sometimes I have to cut it out or change it. It's usually a misspelled word. Last time I spelled Abilene wrong the week I went to Texas, and I had to find all the places that I'd written Abilene, which was a lot, and I had to re-upload it. So your girl here, she not perfect, but George, he's perfect, so we won't tell him any different. All during the time that I was editing the video, I was also doing 2 loads of laundry. I guess that puts us where we are right now. I don't know why it takes until 3 to do all that, but that's where we are. I did have lunch. So now what I was going to do is dive into these projects that I've been putting off. And I think this is why I've been putting it off. It's because I really haven't had time to do them, which is kind of making me feel a little bit better because I just thought I was being lazy, but I have it set up on my to-do list, all these tasks. But again, where does the time come from? I don't know. That's going to be our quest. But I do need to clean the kitchen. It is time for both of our sheets to be changed. And I know for me, I'm not going to bed in that bed without changing the sheets tonight. So, and George is probably ready for his too. So I got to get that done today. So I don't know if we will be able to get very far with all the extra projects today. But I just wanted to pop in and let you know how the week is going so far, being Monday. We were very happy to have the day at home because it was a pretty busy week. All right, let's just bite into this and get it done. I've got to get my sheets done. It is now, it's almost 5 o'clock. I need coffee, but I'm going to strip the beds down first. It's just been a busy day. Tomorrow's a busy day. They're just all busy days. I don't know how we ever had time to work. I really don't. Okay, now it is time to get George's bed done, and I normally stage the sheet changing on different days. It's just too much to do them all in one day, in my opinion. They both landed on the same day. I think maybe because George was traveling and I just moved it forward, and then when I got up this morning they were on the same day. So I just thought, you know what, let's just knock it out. Let's get it done. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning here, and I'm going to pick up George. We are going to the Honda place where it's being worked on, and I'm a little bit behind him. He's going to wonder, where did she go? But yeah, we have a little day of errands. I passed George on the road on the way here to the Honda dealership. Oh, and it's his car that's being worked on, not mine. His phone connected to my car when I passed him. It didn't do anything, but I just noticed that it connected, and then when I passed him, it disconnected. So it was just kind of funny. Well, we're back home now. It is 11:20. We did go to Walmart. We had to get gas, and I'm going to put up groceries and clean up the kitchen, finish watering the flowers. Need to put more water in there. Need to do the laundry. And then I'm going to try and polish the cabinets. I have to do a thumbnail though, and schedule the HR vlog. So I need to do that first. I need to pay Mom's bills, and I need to set the next video editing into the timeline. So hopefully I will have time to get to polishing the cabinets, which I've been rolling over for 2 months. Just want to make them look good. They need polishing every now and then. Yeah, that's the problem every day, is that the everyday chores and responsibilities and all that has to be done before I can get on these hardcore tasks that take so long. You know, we've been out running errands, and anytime we leave the house, it takes away from household duties, reading time personally, and sometimes editing. So, I mean, it's just all a trade-off on time. I've been hearing everyone talk about King Arthur flour. So we got the regular flour, and then also I bought whole wheat for me because I do want to do some baking. I had asked George to buy me healthier things for Christmas this upcoming year, and I had put King Arthur flour on the list, which is kind of funny, but you know, it is more expensive when you try to buy better ingredients for yourself. I did get this, and the reason I went ahead and got it is because Walmart's was several dollars cheaper than like Kroger and Publix. And I thought, well, that's not bad. I think it was like $5 and something. So I went ahead and got it. So now the baking can begin in a more healthier way. Well, I was getting all set up to do a time lapse because I need to polish these cabinets. I thought, great, it's 4. I have time to do it before George gets in and cooks dinner. I still have a load of laundry to do because I'm doing 2 loads today. I did get my thumbnail done and scheduled because my video goes live tomorrow. I did my exercising on the walk pad, but the car place called and the car is ready. I totally forgot that we had to go back and do that. So I need to take George over there so we can pick up the car. This is just how it goes. It's just really hard to work in all of the housework, even when you're retired. I don't know why. It's totally because of YouTube. I'm going to blame it on you guys, okay? Does that sound fair? I also need to start the other video that's due Saturday because I'm doing 2 videos this week. So we will try again to do these cabinets. There's still hope today. We'll see. I'm trying. You see me trying. I was about ready to do it. Now we have to go. Yay, we're back. Let's get these cabinets knocked out. All I gotta do really is just get some dusting spray and a rag and a ladder and go up and down and just shine them up. That's all we have to do. I'm probably not gonna get to read tonight because I'm pushing it. That's the only way to get this done. That's the only way. You just have to push through it and get it done. So that's what we're gonna do. Just gotta knock it out of the park. Guys, I am so proud of myself. That only took like 15 minutes, and I have been putting that off for months. It just seems like a big, huge deal to wipe down all these cabinets. It's just in my head. It just takes 15 minutes. So yay! Now all I have to do today is fold a load of laundry. I want to get my video set up in the timeline so that tomorrow I can edit. That way it can be rendering and all it has to do in Final Cut Pro. And I need to call my mom. I did get her bills paid today. Maybe I'll get to read after all. Let this be an inspiration to you though, because sometimes things really don't take that long. And I could have done it earlier today when I cleaned the kitchen. So yay! A win for today. All right, it's the meatloaf we had in the freezer because George made 2. The potatoes are from the farmer's market, and the cucumber and the corn, which is like a half a piece of corn.
A fourth.
A fourth. And then the carrots are store-bought, but anyway, looks good, looks great. Cucumber. And Dexter's looking for flies. So I saw this on Instagram, I think, where you take banana bites and put them in an ice cube holder like I have there. You just need one that banana slices will fit into. And since mine's a little bigger, I'm just gonna put 2 slices in there instead of 1. But you're gonna slice up your banana. Okay. We're gonna put 2 in 1 for each of these little holes. We put peanut butter on next, and then we're gonna put Hershey's dark chocolate syrup on there, and then we're gonna freeze it. You know, just put a little dollop of peanut butter, maybe like a tablespoon on top of each one. Okay, so if you only use 1 banana per hole and you put, I don't know, maybe a half a tablespoon on there, it's gonna be a whole lot less calories. You know, we do things all the way here, so. All right, now I'm going to drizzle chocolate over each one. Okay, I didn't want to completely cover it because, you know, that's already going to be enough calories, but if you use the small ice tray with 1 banana and less peanut butter and less chocolate, it's going to be a whole lot less calories. That's not too bad for a dessert. So now I'm going to put it in the freezer. I'm going to cover it. Hey guys, it is Friday, August 1st, and I've taken a couple of days off from the vlog to be able to work on all the other videos. It was my intention this week to work on this vlog right here that you're watching a little bit every day and work on the house. We're gonna dive back into that today. This week I had planned to edit 2 videos. One was the HR video and the other one was the week that I had alone when George was gone. Much to my surprise, that video had 3 hours of footage. Like, I knew I vlogged a lot. Normally I have, a little over an hour, and I pull it back down to under an hour. Ideally, I would like for my vlogs to be about 35 minutes. They're always more than that. I got that done for you guys, but it did kind of slow this vlog down, which is fine. It is what it is, and we're pushing on. And she wants to protect all of us from the neighbors, which are really good people. I was going to tell you that I started this book, 4 Seasons in Rome by Anthony Doerr, D-O-E-R-R. Don't know if I'm saying that right. My goal is to read a chapter a night. And then I kept reading last night, and I'm like, when does this chapter end? Because I'm getting sleepy. There are no chapters. Oh, okay. There's no chapters. It's just broken down by seasons. So there should be 4 chapters, 4 seasons. Really, really cute. It's about a family that has twins that pretty early on in the twins' life, they decide to move to Rome because he gets a job there. And so they've arrived and they're just trying to figure it all out with twins. They don't know the language. Anyway, it's just really cute. I think I'm going to enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to getting away and diving into this book. Do you want to say something?
Pull my finger.
No.
Come on, Maddie.
I don't think I'm brave enough to do that.
All right, I'll pull it myself.
Oh, nothing happened.
SBD.
Oh, silent but deadly. Let's go clean something. All right, so one of the things that I need to do is clean the hair in the stairway. You guys never see this area. And you can see all the ridiculous amount of photos in frames that we have. And I had no idea that we had this many. But as a part of cleaning up our basement, George has just plunked these up on the wall. Look, that's me when I was a little girl and they had cut my bangs crooked. And that is Katie when she's a little girl. So yeah, all these things have such meaning. The main thing we have to do right now is clean this carpet, get the hair off of it, and I just don't like doing that, so I've been putting it off, but we're gonna do it right now. So unfortunately, the vacuum that I was using is just not getting all of the dog hair up off of the carpet. It got a lot of it up, but like in the back, right against the stair step, it was just not getting all of the hair. So George was nice enough. He said, that's fine. He will get the canister out and plug it up and get the rest of it up. So that was nice. The next thing that I have to do is, I think we're going to work on these vents. I have 2 in the house and they get really nasty. So I just dread doing that. I don't like doing vents, but I don't know why, but I need to do the vents. So let's get that done. Whee! I actually bought a kit on Amazon to help me do this. It's got all kinds of odd brushes. It was just a bag full of different brushes. I will try to link it below. in my Amazon account. And if you don't see it, then it probably meant I couldn't find it. I'm going to first go through and scrub the vent with brushes. In case it's greasy or whatever, I don't want to wet anything down yet. I want to get as much of it off while it's dry, but it may be that I have to spray something on it, but we'll see what happens. Well, I think that worked, so let's go do the other one now. It's in the hallway, and I think this one is a newer one, so it shouldn't be all that dusty. That one was not as bad, so yay! I've been dreading that. I've been putting that off, and it needs to be done probably once a quarter, once every 6 months, something like that. You don't want it to get too bad because then it gets caked on and it won't come off. But that one was easy because it was a new one, and at least I've gotten some things done today. Let's keep going.
Are you a sweet boy, Mr. Dexter? You're my sweet baby boy. Are you getting hungry? Oh, did I say the magic word? It's almost dinner time. Almost dinner time.
All right, guys, so these things, I really, really like them in here because they go with what I'm doing. But one thing I do not like is how dusty they get. See, you can see how bad they are. And it is caked on, so and there's a lot of it. And it just takes so much time to go through and do each one of those things. So I've been contemplating just taking it down and putting a regular shade curtain up there or just normal blinds. So what do you guys think? Because I just, this always looks bad. Now I keep it open like that. So if I just want to do one side when we have company, you know, they're only gonna see the one side unless somebody closes it or if it's at night or something. But yeah, but for now I need to go through and clean that. I've got to get that done. So as I'm sitting here looking at it, I'm like, well, maybe we can just get rid of it. But see, I have the same problem with the closet in the hallway. It's the same kind of thing. And I just have a hard time keeping these clean. I mean, I just ignore it and then it gets really bad and it takes forever to keep these clean. But see, I don't know what else to do there. I don't know what else to do there. I've still got to have these doors unless you can think of something that I haven't thought of. There's one in George's room, there's one in my room, and there's one, the hall closet there. Here's the one in my room. You can't see it because I've got clothes hanging up. Trying to get the wrinkles out of them, but you know, I've just got these kind of doors everywhere and I have to dust those. And the other thing I need to do is work on the lights and the light globes. See the dust building up on that. And just so you know, I really don't like these, but it's what we have. And honestly, I rarely ever look up, but I do kind of wish we had something different. But until we do get something different, I need to clean all that dust up right there. So I think that will probably be what we work on tomorrow. Hey guys, it is Saturday morning. It is August 2nd and it is about 10 till 2. Love my Saturdays here. Had a really good time with coffee, doing the Devo, World Bible School, all the normal things that I do every day. But today's planning day and I'm looking forward to that. Usually by now I'm doing that. But this week we are forcing some projects into the schedule that we usually can't get done. So this is the week where we're just diving in, making ourselves get it done, even if it means clearing a little something out of the way. Oh, I always schedule too much, but we're gonna work on that right now, and I'm gonna stop and get that done, and it's gonna make me feel much better about myself and this house, because I don't like doing that. So we're gonna do that right now. Let's get her done. Before I get started on all this, I just want to tell you that in the little bag that I ordered from Amazon, and I do believe I have this linked in my Amazon storefront if you want to check that out. A lot of people have asked, for links of the things that we use, so I just made an Amazon storefront for you so you can easily go and find any of these things. And periodically as I order things, I try to add them into the storefront if I have liked them. So that's a big point. If you know it's in my storefront, then you'll know that I liked it. So, but this is in the cleaning kit that I got. It was very inexpensive, but it gives you different sizes of brushes. And one of the things, and this one's been used before, it's a little bit dirty, but I'm going to use it again before I wash these things. It's got prongs, so you can use it to clean things like that. I've used it before, but I think I'm going to start out with using the brushes if I can. And there's also a smaller one. I just got all these out and we'll see which one works the best. So here we go. I'm gonna try to knock it out. Well, it's better than it was, but I can tell you that it is not perfect. And I honestly think that in 2026, one of our projects will be to do something different with that window, mainly just for the purpose of not having to dust that. I still have to deal with the closets, and that's fine, but it will be one less thing that I will have to do. You may wonder, the brushes that I had, you may be wondering, aren't they gonna scratch it up? That thing's already pretty scratched up. It doesn't look bad. I mean, honestly, the dust looks worse than the scratch. George is mowing right now, but he did tell me that when he gets through mowing, sometime this afternoon, he's gonna help me to clean that window. Honestly, we need to do all of the windows in this house, and we're not going to do that in this vlog. My goal is, because I hate doing windows, I really would like to start doing one window a week, because it takes both George and I to do it usually, just because of the strength. These windows are getting a little older. They sometimes don't work like they're supposed to work anymore. Quite simply, just takes two of us to get it done most of the time. And if I try to do it by myself and he's not here and I get in a jam, then that window is going to be open until he gets home. So I always like for him to be here when we attempt to do that. I really need to get the globes done, and I dread that. But like on the fans, like that right there, I usually get the fan globes when I'm cleaning the fan. So some of the fan globes I really just need to dust, and that's easy. other ones have a globe that the bulb fits down into, and that's gonna mean, I don't know, it's just gonna be nasty, you know, where dust and stuff have fallen in there, and it's probably been years since that's been done. So I'm kind of viewing it like the windows, like to go around the house and do all the lamp globes in this vlog would just be too much. It'd be too much for me. It's too much for you all. So we're gonna do one together, and I'm gonna just do it like the windows. We're just gonna do a fixture a week or something like that and just work it into the schedule. And that's kind of what I do with house cleaning anyway, is I just schedule it, you know, as often as I feel for me that it needs to be done. Somebody else's cleaning schedule might be more rigid. I remember my mom doing that a long time ago. She would just have a day where she would, you know, clean the glass globes. And she usually did all of it at once and made a big project out of it. Me, I'll do one this week, one next week. If I don't get it done next week, it'll be the week after that. You know me, I eventually get it done, but I like to break down the projects, so. Okay guys, the lighting is never really good in here in the back. I just opened that window, but it doesn't really help all that much. So I'm gonna be cleaning these lights right here. There's one right here too. But I did want to tell you that I ordered this from Amazon. I think it's in my list. I'll have to go and check. I think it's in my Amazon cart or my Amazon storefront. This has been great. It's got this adjustable wand on the bottom. So I'm gonna be able to use this to tackle that. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, I probably should be taking that globe off and washing it with the other glass globes. However, I don't really like these. And so this is a temporary fix until Mr. George lets me know that it's time that we can do some different things in here, because I can tell you that lamp has never been my style. It's not ever gonna be my style, and I've dealt with it ever since we've been here. I'm also getting tired of this mirror. It's not me. It's fancier than I am. I really just want a basic brown mirror. I would love to have two of them, one over each sink. I've got it picked out in Amazon. It's not very expensive, but I don't know that he's gonna let me do that. I really need an overhaul in the bathroom. You know, these bathroom makeovers and the kitchen makeovers are very expensive. So you can bet your bottom dollar that those are the things that I always have to wait for. If I sneeze later, help me remember that there's probably a reason. I'm extremely allergic to dust. Oh, this has never been cleaned by me. I've never, you can tell. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't like this fixture at all. It's ugly. And I'm just gonna tell you, they look like big TITS. That's what they look like. I'm not gonna say the word, but they look like big TITS.
What looks like boobs?
These fixtures.
Oh,
They look like
really old.
They are really old. I've explained. I've never cleaned these, and
I've cleaned them.
I'd really like for these to go because I've never liked them.
Oh.
Like, I'm tired of these fixtures. I'm tired of this mirror. I want two mirrors, just plain.
Oh, gotta go.
One right here. Wah. But the funny thing is that I had just cleaned these counters yesterday. But after doing this, I'm probably going to have to clean it again. So there's dust everywhere. Half of it went up my nose. But yeah, I've been needing to do that for a while. So that's all the globes we're doing in this vlog, because I just can't. Yeah, we're just going to do a globe a week. That'll break it down till we get it all done. I'll take you along for it. You can watch me do it if you want to. It's just not going to be in this vlog. I see that fly. I see it. Are you gonna get it? I see it. Oh, it left. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Go get it. I know you can catch it. Go get it. Where'd it go? Oh, is it trying to get you there? Where'd it go? You're about to get him. Where did he go? Where did he go? You're gonna get him. You're gonna get him. Oh, this is like the Pink Panther. And Maddie, she's just entertained with it all. It's just a show to her. She's just like, let's see if he gets it. The first time he started doing this, I thought he was like following a ghost or something. I'm like, what is he looking at? But it's one of his favorite pastimes because George is in and out of the house so much that these flies are coming and going. So guess what? I got all 3 dresses in. I had actually ordered 4 for our really nice evening out that we have coming toward the end of September. And I've been trying to buy something that I can get away with for an evening dress without having to dig into savings to get it. I'm going to be wearing this dress probably one time. All 3 of these dresses came in. I had to cancel one because they were going to make it custom and I didn't want the company to have to do that. This one, or this one. And next week, we're going to try on all of these dresses and see which one works best, if any of them do. They may not. Just came in and he said, okay, I'm ready to do the window now. So I started getting ready and everything set up and I looked and he was naked as a jaybird. He was not ready and he was like, I was wondering when you were going to notice. Anyway, I wanted to show you how bad this window is. You not even can tell. I don't think you can even tell. There's some drip. Yeah, this is the worst spot right here. It's like something dripped off on it. But yeah, so we got to open this up and get down in there. I dread that. I just want the window to be clean when I look out of it. And then there's the burn barrel out back, which is another story, and I've just had to get used to the fact that there it sits. It used to be 1, now there's 3 of them. And I'm kind of glad it's not focusing so that you can't see it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the easy part. This is the easy part.
This is the eggs, which are for dinner.
We're having breakfast for dinner.
Oh, did you?
It's long.
You ate leftover beans for lunch, didn't you?
I did. All right,
I can
so
tell.
that part is done. Now I'll put you on a time lapse for the rest. So much better now. So much better. There's a few little spider webs in there, but it's just a lot better now. Okay, y'all, it has been a pretty fun week, if you want to call it that, of trying to do all these odd projects that I've been putting off. It's been great to just make a list of all these things, which, you know, I already had in my list. But I grouped them all together this week so that we could knock them out, and we made some pretty good progress. It was a busier week than I thought it was going to be, so I didn't get to do like everything I wanted to do, but we did a pretty good job. So I hope it inspired you to just make that list and knock it out. Just pick a week to do all of those things that you've been dreading doing and just knock them out. Don't forget to give me a like. It really pushes the videos out to others. Also, if you leave a comment, I really like hearing from you guys. I like to communicate with you on a weekly basis. And George says bye. George says bye. And don't forget to subscribe. All right. See you guys next week. And we'll try on those evening dresses and see how that goes. See you later. Bye. Breakfast for dinner. I love those grits. And I hope, don't burp when I'm videoing. I did not toot. I did not toot. And